Hello students, Computer Science class 12 CS. Actually here we are going to discuss Python overview. You have already done in class 11. You see once again what are the things here. It would be fruitful for you. See, introduction, Python introduction. It is widely used a general purpose high level programming language. Python is what? It's a high level programming language. HLL. Developed by Van Rossum in 1991. Everyone knows Python, but rarely you know who is the creator of Python. So you see here, Guido van Rossum, 1991. It was developed by that person. What is the use of Python? There are many uses. In software development we are using, web development we are using, system scripting we are using, system scripting, and mathematics we are using Python. Future of Python, you see what are the features of Python. Features of Python means why we are using Python. Why we are using Python? So number one is easy to use due to simple syntax rule. You know, you all are familiar with these all things. That easy to use. Interpreted language, it means that what is the work of interpreter? It will convert high level language into the low level language one by one. And what is the use of compiler? Compiler does these all things in one go. So you see, when we are one by one, it will do. It means that it will take some time. Next is cross-platform language. It means platform-independent language. It can run on any platform, Windows, Linux. You can use these programs in your mobile also. Expressive language means you are writing less code for a program, because that code is itself telling that what that code will perform in the program. What is the work of that code in the program? Code is expressing itself. The purpose. What is the purpose? Suppose you have sum. Then what is the purpose of sum? It will do summation. Mul is a function. It will do multiplication. SQRT, it's a part of math library. And what is the purpose? You will get a square root. Pow, you will get power. So these are the things. Completeness, it means support wide range of library. Free and open source, it can download easily, freely from net. You can easily modify it because it is an open source. It is freely available. Just to download it. Easy to learn. You know, Python is not a tough programming language. It is easy programming language. Versatile, it supports wide range of development. Interactive, object oriented, dynamic, embeddable. Embeddable means what, dear? Embeddable means if you have software and you are creating that software with the help of Python, then easily you can embed, you can incorporate that software in a hardware. You can easily incorporate that Python software into the hardware. That is called embeddable. Easy maintenance, easily we can maintain it. Shortcomings of Python. see there are some shortcomings. Python contains lesser libraries as compared to C++, Java, .NET. .NET, Java, C++, these are the programming languages with rich libraries. But as compared to these all programming languages, Python contains lesser libraries. Slow language, it is an interpreted language, so work will be little bit slow. One by one, it will perform its execution tasks. Execute program slowly, weak on type binding, yet not pinpoint on use of single variable for a different data type. Single variable for a different data type means, suppose x, you are using x for integer, you are using x for float, you are using x for variable for a string, like this. How to work in Python? You have already performed these all things. There are two modes. One is your interactive mode and next one is your ideally mode. You know regarding these all things. Interactive mode, command prompt type prompt you will get, and where you are typing your program, that is called interactive mode. And ideally, you have already done these all things. Data handling, it's a very essential part of Python. Most of the computer programming language support data type, variable, operator, expression. Like when you will combine these all things, data type, variable, operator, expressions, you will get one program. Python also supports data types. All other programming languages are supporting data types. Similarly, Python is also supporting data types. Data type specifies which type of value a variable can store. Either it will be the integer, string, float, like this. Type is a function used to determine the variable type. Within this type function, when you will write the name of variable, you will get it's a integer, it's a float, or it's a string, like this. Data types in Python, there are 7 data types in Python: number, string, boolean, list, tuple, set, dictionary. So right now you see number in Python, it is used to store numeric values. Python has 3 numeric types: integers, 0, you go in positive way, 0 in the left direction. If you will go, you will get negative integers, and from 0, if you will go in the right direction, you will get positive integers. Floating point numbers 23.6, 24.7, like this. These are the floating points number. Complex number, x plus iy, you have already done in your mathematics class. So x plus iy, where x is the real number and iy, I is associated with y, means here you will get imaginary number. I denotes for imaginary number. Integer, enter positive or negative number with no decimal point. Integer in Python, you see a equal to 100, b equal to minus 100, c, print a, print b, print c, like this. And result you will get 100, minus 100, 200. Int is a function that convert any data type to integer. What int function does, that convert any data type. Either it could be in the string form, either it could be in the floating point number. It will convert into the int function. Suppose here a equal to 101, and this is in the string form. 101 is number, but when you will put that 101 into double quote or in single quote, you will get, it will treat like a string. So suppose b is another variable and int a you are passing 101, then b will get 101. Right now it is in the form of integer. See, int 122.4 it is in the floating point form, and now you will get 122. Now you see, type conversion of floating point numbers. Conversions means what? Means you will convert one data type into another data type. Conversion means converting one data type into another data type. That is called type conversion. Suppose we have a equal to 301.4, it is in the form of string. Although it's a number, but when you will put within single quote or within double quote, then it would be treated as string. Now see, b is equal to float a. Now then string will be converted into the form of float 301.4. c is equal to float 121. Now 121 is in the form of integer. Now we want in the form of float. Then nothing is after the decimal, nothing is there. Then by default we will get 121.0, and it would be in the form of floating point number. Complex number are combinations of real and imaginary part. Complex number are in the form of x plus y, where x is real part, y is imaginary part. A equal to complex 5. See, 5 to real part and 0 imaginary part, because only one argument we are passing 5, so that x will get. And what about yj? If there is only one argument, then that argument x will get, and for y simply write 0 say. 5 plus 0 say will get the result. But see, b is equal to complex 101 and 23, here are two arguments. Then 101 x will get and 23 y will get associated with j. Then you will get complex form 101 plus 23j. Data types in Python. There are 7 data types in Python: number, string, boolean, list, tuple, set, dictionary. So right now you see number. Iterating through strings. Say string equal to comp science, and if you will take 4I in str, then print I, then you will get COMPSC like this. Hello students, computer science class 12 CS. Actually, here we are going to discuss Python overview. You have already done in class 11. You see once again what are the things here. It would be fruitful for you. See, practice it. List in Python, lists are collections of items and each item has its own index value. Index value means suppose 23, 25, 26, 27 you are writing within that list, and lists are mutable also. So index value will be 0, 1, 2, 3, like 23 that will be at the 0 position, and 24 2 position, and so 1 position, 23 is at 0 position, 24 1 position, 25 second position, and so on. So see, lists are collections of items and each item has its own index value. List and tuples both are same. List is mutable, means whatever elements are in the list, we can change those elements with the help of index values. Tuple is immutable. Python object immutable means it cannot be modified, it cannot be changed. So list equal to 6, 9. There are two elements in the list 6 and 9, and list 0, 55. 0 previously at 0 position 6, 9 position of 9 is 1. Now list 0 is 55. Means 6 should be replaced by 55. And print list 1 and list 1, you will get 9. Suppose you want to replace 9 with 56, then list 1 is equal to 56, then 9 will be replaced with 56. Set in Python, it is an unordered collection of unique and immutable. Set is immutable data type, and you see here set 1 is equal to 11, 22, 33, 22, print set 1. Here we see 22 occurs 2 times. Then during the time of printing this set, you will get 33, 11, 22. Unordered collections. Ordered collections means what? First you will get 11, then 22, then 33. But here you are getting 33, 1, 1, 22. Means unordered collections. Dictionary in Python, you see, it is an unordered collection of items. Each item consists key and value. You know, dictionary holds key and values. Dict subject com science class 11. Print dict, then subject dict subject, dict dot get class, then class value you will get 11, subject dict subject, it's computer science. Suppose you will write dict dot keys, then you will get subject, that is key, class, that is another key, dict dot values, then you will get com science 11,